Hi, welcome to this little how to do something. This is how to make a card, a greetings card, using a preset group of graphics. These have been downloaded and with thanks to the designer. You can see the link in the middle there, off the internet on a PSP free download search. And as you can see, that group is actually broken down into 11 layers. Normally when you download these they come as zipped files. This one doesn't. Right, so that's that. Just some housekeeping to show you what you're looking at. We're in Coral Paint Shop Pro X2. You might not recognize it because I have taken off the use graphite workspace theme, preferring to use the regular grey window. Right, I'm just going to move this group of graphics out of the way, and I'm going to bring myself up an A4 blank. So A4, and if you don't have it in your presets, you can see the size there. I'll just bring that into screenshot, sorry about that. So 8.3 by 11.7 inches. Okay, that's our A4. Now I'm going to just bring up another one, A4 again. Okay, and I'm going to halve it. Strange thing to do this way, but many ways to skin a cat, as they say. So half of 11.3 is 5 inches, 5.5 there. That will do nicely. So what we're doing now is we're looking at half of an A4, which is a 6 folded greetings card, and I will make 2 of these and put on the A4 sheet to print with. Now of course they all look slightly out of proportion because that's the percentage is 36, 20 and 86. So we're going to go back now and bring up our first one, and the first thing we're going to do with this one is take the background layer. That's the background layer there, and we go to the top here. Many ways of doing this, but right click, copy, just copy the one layer, not the merged layer. Copy, go back to our second blank. I'll just put the pointer back, pick, otherwise it gets a bit confusing as to what I'm doing, and Control L for a new layer. I'm going to take that to the halfway mark, so 8.3, that's 4.1 and a half, and drag that out to fit. It's not going to allow me to do it. I think I have a temperamental computer on my hands. Right, so now what you're looking at is an A6 card that will be folded here. Right, and then I will put 2 of these on an A4 sheet in order to print it. So that's one part of that graphic that I've taken. I'm now going to take another entity. I'm going to take that label off, the label, this one here. So I'm into the label layer, which is 4, right click, copy, back to the greetings card that I'm making, and Control L and place it as a new image. Also it's a new layer. I'm going to turn it round to put it at the angle I want it. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to drag it out to make it bigger, perhaps a bit more. Could overlap it here, but just for the moment I'm going to just put it there. Go back again, and I'm going to pick something off. I rather like these pins. See this pin here? That's a pin as well, that daisy pin. Select it or select its layer. Right click, copy, go back, Control L, and I've got the pin. Whoops. Don't you wish sometimes you weren't doing this for life? Let's pick up the pin. Bring the pin over, tilt it, tilt it a bit more, tilt it a bit more, find somewhere to put it. Just here. And I'm going to make it slightly bigger. I'm going to tilt it again. So that actually looks as though it's going through the paper. I'm going to make sure that it is on the top. It is. I think I need to just bring it down a bit more, otherwise it's getting confused with the edge of the label. So there you have a label that has a very pretty pin through it. Let's go back and see what else we can take off of this graphic group. Select the layer, layer 6. Sometimes your machine will work, computer will work by clicking on the entity that you want. Sometimes you have to select the layer. Right click, copy, and bring it over to our graphic. And we're going to drop that down there, L1. I'm going to make it slightly bigger. And to keep the sizing consistent, I'm going to right click and duplicate 2 more times. Pair them apart and put them down the side. Here, using the label, you could go into your text, bring up a text box, just when you want it to do something else, it takes it off the work area. Sorry, that was outside the work area then. And we can put with thanks. I'll make that slightly bigger. That's too big. 26. We'll say OK, and we'll put the text on the label. What's happened there, you all know, we're into the wrong layer. Bring it to the top, and we have with thanks. Again, we could tilt that to go along the layer, the length of the label, but I think that gives a nice balance. Probably I might be into having that might be grey rather than black. That gives you an idea what you can do with a free download of graphics. I think maybe that label could do with being a bit bigger. No, I'm still into text. Excuse me, let's get into the right place. Let's just make that slightly bigger. Of course, when you do that, then you start altering everything else you've done. Let's just place it back there again. Right. Let's conclude that that is our card. Let's just have a look and see if there's anything else there that we might like. We have a bow. We can try the bow. Copy. Bring up our layer here. Not our layer, our new image. Control L. And there's our bow. I don't really think the bow does anything extra. It probably crowds it, so that's optional. I'm going to delete it. Don't need the bow. Now what I'm going to do now is the next one is to right click the top, copy merge this time. So I've grabbed the whole image, bring up my A4 blank. Now remember your working in different percentages. This is A4, this is 11 by 8 inches. I'm going to put my A6 card on there once, twice, pair them apart for printing. So I'm now going to print myself off 2 cards. Looks like I haven't done my arithmetic as well as I'd hoped, so let's just cheat a bit here. I obviously didn't. If we go back to that original one, not that one, this one, it should be 5.5. I would have thought that should have been over 5.5, shouldn't it? So I didn't calculate that one right, but not to worry, not to worry. Let's just pop it there. There's 2 cards. Now obviously anything you want to add or delete at this phase makes it slightly more difficult. And then that's ready to print. You would print it, cut it in half across the middle, fold it for the peak there, and that would make you 2 nice cards for free off the internet, thanks to the original artist, Yalvas Design, and the beautiful graphics that this person has made. And we do need to stop and thank the various people on the internet who have provided such wonderful free downloads. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Oh, before I go, what will it look like in print? Control P for print, and we have a problem here. I don't know what. Oh, I know what we're doing. We're on the wrong one. Let's go back. Excuse me. You see, he who dithers is lost. Right, control print. There's your A4 sheet. There's your 2 cards ready for printing in portrait, and print, and away we go. Hope you enjoyed that one. Bye for now.